This morning, there's a new major agreement, as we've been reporting on, between the U.S. and Mexico to try to put an end to the South Bay sewage crisis that has lasted for years.
We've done so many stories on this. Joining us now to talk about this historic and long-awaited deal is newly sworn in San Diego County Supervisor Paloma Aguirre. Thanks so much for joining us here. Talk about this reaction to this new plan and walk us through when people can actually see some results down there. You've been fighting for this a long time here.
Yeah. So it's a good step in the right direction. Right. So the two new administrations, the Trump administration and the Sheinbaum administration in Mexico, have come together to sign an agreement with a number of projects, timelines, and costs associated with it. Some of it is from the past one in 2022.
Okay.
So it's good to have both administrations ratifying that agreement. But there's also new projects listed in there that are interesting. And to your question, when can we start to see results? Well, the commitment is to reach 100% elimination of the sewage by 2027.
Okay.
So it's a good thing if
Right.
it's reached, right?
Yeah.
Now, there's a project in there that I found very interesting. It's 2 sewage treatment plants in Mexico,
Okay.
on the east side of Tijuana, are discharging 18 million gallons of treated effluent into the river. It's clean enough to be used for irrigation. It gets contaminated again, and it's causing year-round flow for us.
Okay.
They're talking about redirecting that flow into the Rodriguez Dam, which is a dam in Mexico, to be reused for other purposes. That will reduce the amount of flow coming across. So that's a really good thing if they do accomplish that.
Right.
I've been hearing Mexico say it for 10 years. Hopefully with this putting it into paper and committing to us that they're going to do it, we'll start to see some results.
You were just sworn in on a Tuesday. Already hitting the ground running, of course. You've been working on this for so many years. So many leaders have in the South Bay especially. And this money going to both sides of the border. And as it's something that you've been working on for so long, why do you think the deal is happening now during this administration too?
Well, I think there's been enough pressure from all of us. I think when Administrator Zeldin came to the area, when he toured the plant, I was able to talk to him about the impacts to not just Imperial Beach residents, but residents of Nestor and San Isidro, how much they're suffering. He was able to experience it firsthand. He could breathe it in. So I'm grateful that he went to Mexico City. And here locally, what we're doing to make sure that we protect people's health is the county needs to do a lot more. That's why I had a meeting with our department heads yesterday talking about what are the immediate actions that we can take in the next 30 days to make sure that we are protecting as much as we can our residents, our users in the Tijuana River Valley, and start to mitigate the impacts on people's health.
As mayor, you worked diligently on this. Now, as a supervisor, are you able to do more? Are you, what are those things that you're able to do more? Fast track.
Well, the county is a top health agency of the land. Let's begin there. We're going to expand the type of monitoring, health monitoring at hospitals and local health clinics to make sure that we broaden the scope of symptoms that people are coming in for so that we can have targeted medical interventions for them. We're going to make sure that we expand protection for schools in less than a half-a-mile radius, making sure their air filters are up to speed at HVAC systems. We're going to bring in more experts that are experts in studying low or chronic exposure to hydrogen sulfide, which is a very toxic gas that is emanated by sewage waters that are flowing through the river. Again, within half a mile of distance of people living there. So these are the concrete actions that the county is going to begin to take, and we're only getting started. We're going to make sure that we use a platform to advocate, continue to keep that pressure on the Trump administration, keep that pressure on the Sheinbaum administration as well, because obviously this is all coming from Mexico and they need to do a lot more, and I think this commitment shows that.
Okay. You talked about the obviously medical problems, the issues that come from all the sewage, also the chemicals that are flowing through there. Generations of families now have experienced this. Any hope for them, any help for them that might be coming to, the grandparents who are now, dealing with this for years and years?
Yeah, I mean, it's heartbreaking. I just came off 6 6 months of knocking on doors in all of these people's homes, and it just breaks your heart hearing elderly people who are on fixed income that want to leave, for example, and can't because they have nobody left and they're coughing every night, or children that have asthma and allergies that they've never had before because of these exposures. So at the county, we're going to make sure that we continue to do that work. We're going to continue to also tackle the economic impacts. We haven't had an economic impact study done. And I know people talk about, we're tired of studies, but this is how we're able to make people's whole.
Supervisor, we got to get running here.
Yes.
Thanks for everything that you have done as mayor, and will be continue to do as supervisor.
Thank you.
New role. Thank you for your time.